What is up, YouTube? Today we have an AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs, led by one of the best NFL duos of all time, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, versus the Miami Dolphins, led by two of the fastest players in the NFL, Jalen Waddle and the cheetah, Tyreek Hill. And it seems like every time I record a YouTube video, I always end up getting matched against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now in Madden, the Chiefs are the one team I just cannot figure out. Every single time I play against somebody using them, it's always a close game because I either can't contain Patrick Mahomes or Travis Kelce. And then you can see right now Patrick Mahomes scrambling for a touchdown. Once he scored that, I was like, this is going to be a long game. So you know I got to get my get back on offense. So I hit Tyreek Hill on a very simple crossing route. And the very next play, a play action pass. Tyreek Hill running downfield the post route. Tua hits him with an absolute laser. 51-yard touchdown for Tyreek Hill. What a way to even the score. Now all I have to do is capitalize by getting a stop on defense. But that isn't going to happen as Juju Smith-Schuster runs the jet sweep and gets the first down. You know, this Kansas City Chiefs have so many weapons on offense. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, as well as Juju Smith-Schuster and Nicole Hartman. As you see, Patrick Mahomes dropping back into the pocket, and he fumbles it. Our defense finally gets a break, and I can't afford to waste it. Tua drops back into the pocket and finds Tyreek Hill on a slant route. Tyreek Hill is so fast, so explosive, they can turn even a short, simple slant route into a big play. First and 10 at our own 38, Tua finds his tight end Gesicki, and he gets hit and fights for even more yards. That's the type of grit this team needs if they're going to pull off an upset. Second and 10, they hand the ball off to the running back, who fights for 9 yards. We go for it on fourth down, and we don't get it. It was 4th and 1, and all we needed was 1 yard to make it first and goal. But instead, we ended up giving the ball right back to the Kansas City Chiefs as Mahomes scrambles and drops the ball off to Juju Smith-Schuster, who shakes two of our players before he is tackled at the 39-yard line. What a sad, pitiful way to end what was a great drive. And now we have to stop them once again as Mahomes drops it down to Travis Kelce. First down, and Mahomes scrambles in the pocket before finding Juju Smith-Schuster once again for a big gain that sets them up right at the 11-yard line. We have to get a stop right here or they take the lead, and he finds Nicole Hartman for a touchdown. The Chiefs are now up by a touchdown as Tua hands the ball off to Raheem Mostert, who breaks off for a big gain. He looks like he might take it all the way to the house, but he's eventually stopped at the 48-yard line. We run a play-action pass, and Tua steps back, scanning the field. He finds Tyreek Hill open. Touchdown, Miami Dolphins. Once again, Tua finds Tyreek Hill, this time for a 48-yarder. And that sets us up for a tie ball game as Tua gets absolutely clobbered. This time I find Tyreek Hill once again on the crossing route, and he's gone. Once Tyreek Hill gets in that open field, you're not catching him. Well, that is until he taunts and he ends up fumbling the ball. Who's going to get up and get it first? Tyreek Hill stands over the ball, but he doesn't get it. And Gabe pushes Tyreek Hill off of him before doing a little showboating of his own. And ladies and gentlemen, as much as I hate to say it, I deserve that. I mean, I should have just ran and got the easy points, but instead I want it to be a show-off, and now that leads to Patrick Mahomes getting the ball back as he finds Travis Kelce on the sideline. Patrick drops back, but the fumble doesn't matter as he's picked off by Bethel. He's at the 10. He runs all the way back for a pick six. And ladies and gentlemen, Tyreek Hill is redeemed as his defense comes up clutch and gets the pick six. He finds Nicole Hartman, who picks up a gain of 5 on the play. And now the Chiefs are running a no-huddle offense. And I'm thinking to myself, if I can just get one more stop on the Chiefs, maybe I have a chance at winning the game because it's hard to come back down 2 touchdowns. But instead, he finds Nicole Hartman once again running the same route. And this time, he finds Juju Smith-Schuster. And it seems like I just can't get anything going on the defensive end as he finds Travis Kelce down the middle. And he picks up a big gain before being stopped at the 15-yard line. This is starting to get ugly real fast as he continues to run his no-huddle offense. First and 10, they hand the ball off to Pacheco, who has basically been a non-factor in this game. He's barely touched the ball at all. But if I'm being honest, even my running back hasn't been a big factor in this game. This has just been an old school battle between two of the best quarterbacks in the league, Patrick Mahomes and Tua Tagovailoa. 1 yard to go, he hands it off to Pacheco, who easily gets into the end zone, making it a tie ball game. The Dolphins are back on offense, and I'm still looking to get Tyreek Hill even more involved on offense. So I run that jet sweep, and he picks up a gain of 13, maybe 14 yards. That interception was the absolute last thing I needed. Going into the fourth quarter, you already want to limit your mistakes as much as you can. But when it's a tie ball game, you really can't afford to make a mistake. Now with 3 minutes left, I'm scrambling on offense, trying to get something together. And I find Tyreek Hill once again. He absolutely cannot be contained today as he runs in for yet another touchdown. That's his third touchdown of the game. And as you can see, I skipped part of the gameplay because he was doing nothing but chewing clock. And at this point, he's already in field goal range, so the game is most likely over. He falls down to the ground and essentially just runs out the time until there's nothing left but 3 seconds. I call a timeout to ice the kicker, but it doesn't work as it's directly between the goalposts. And the Kansas City Chiefs have defeated the Miami Dolphins